Hey, what's going on? It's the Petrol List.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dalton from the Petrol List, and this is your midweek video. Effective immediately, Gunther Steiner is out at HAAS. Now, some of you might not know that Gunther Steiner's contract was actually out. It was actually expired at the end of last year, and it was up to HAAS to, refresh or reinstate, re-up that contract, and they didn't. So it kind of makes me wonder if the disagreements in the path forward for HAAS, if those were kind of growing, and if this last part kind of reached a head and Gunther Steiner is now out. The statement from Gene Haas, the owner of HAAS, says, "I'd like to start by extending my thanks to Gunther Steiner for all his work over the past decade and wish him well for the future. Moving forward as an organization, it was clear we need to improve our on-track performances. In appointing Io Komatsu, the team principal, we fundamentally have engineering at the heart of our management." Io Komatsu was, I think, the lead engineer for HAAS. He's now taking over, but here's the thing. HAAS has the smallest team in F1. They've got the lowest budget, especially because of, being last in the Constructors' Championship last year. And they've got facilities that are kind of like sporadically placed. There's one in the US that's barely used in the UK, and then they have a facility in Maranello, Italy, so that they can do some, technical partnering with Ferrari because they are a Ferrari client, just like Williams, McLaren, and Aston Martin are Mercedes clients, so they use a lot of parts. As a matter of fact, that's part of the reason that HAAS was even able to get into Formula One in the first place, because of the 2016 listed parts rule that said which parts you can use from different teams. So even though they've brought Io Komatsu in, that doesn't necessarily mean that HAAS has a better chance at a better finish in 2024. As a matter of fact, besides the technical director leaving as well, it's really just Gene Steiner and the technical director. Those are the only changes, and I don't know if there's any brand new direction for HAAS in the 2024 season, which means that Komatsu might actually find himself in the same situation as Gunther Steiner. Now, here's the difference between Gunther Steiner and Komatsu. Komatsu believes like Gene Haas that the team has everything they need and that they just need to massage and tweak some of the technical aspects of the car. Whereas Gunther Steiner thought that they needed upgrades with the facilities. Now, that's not a strange thought to have, because the other lowest ranking teams, Williams, Stake, and AlphaTauri, they're all going to be benefiting from new facilities that they're going to be using in 2024, which means that HAAS could very well just keep falling behind. But the difference is Komatsu, he might just be the personality that Gene Haas is more comfortable with. Where is the most famous Gunther Steiner quote? So Gunther Steiner is famous for saying, "I try my best, but I cannot make a shit car into a good car." Now, that is a direct call out to Gene Haas. And Gene Haas is obviously a very, very wealthy man. He doesn't like being called out in public. And also, in terms of the fans' recognition of the Haas team, people mentally may as well call Haas Team Gunther or Team Steiner, because he is the face of that team. As a matter of fact, on Formula One 2023, it was Christian Horner, Toto Wolff, and Gunther Steiner on the cover of the game. And Gunther Steiner, his team came in last. So that tells you how much, I guess you could say, power of celebrity he had. and that may have made Gene Haas uncomfortable. So, maybe Komatsu pulls it out and makes a better 2024 Haas racing team. But unlike some of the other teams, there's no clear path forward. There's no clear set of technological advancements that Haas is going to be doing. With Mercedes, we know it's the gearbox and the side pods and a whole bunch of other stuff. McLaren and Aston Martin, they're going to be benefiting from those things that Mercedes did. Williams is getting a new facility. What is Haas going to do besides have a couple of new names? I don't know. I think we'll find out by the end of 2024, or maybe even halfway through 2024, if this was purely political. And here's how we'll know. If it was purely political, Haas will have the same dismal season in 2024 as it did in 2023. And Gene Haas, the owner, will be just fine. And we'll know that he was satisfied with just getting rid of Gunther Steiner. If they actually have some kind of plan that they can execute in just over a month and a half, that Komatsu can execute, I don't see how that works. But if they can do that, then we'll know that there is actually a plan in getting rid of Gunther Steiner and putting in Komatsu. That's kind of how we'll know. What's next for Gunther Steiner and the technical director? I don't know. Maybe they get a little bit closer to Ferrari. Maybe Gunther Steiner has enough celebrity power that he goes into something else. But that is the news for this week, and I will see you on the Monday video. I'm out.